What's up, guys? This is Kephas, and we are here leveling up in World of Warcraft. I'm really excited because there have been some serious changes that have happened since our last episode, specifically when it comes to leveling up in this game and what it's like to go through all the zones. So as you know, the zone scaling is a big part of it, and mob scaling, quest scaling, and whatnot, and this has sparked a little bit of controversy, as everything ever in this game always does. Some people are fans of this, a lot of people are not, but as you can see, we are in Stone Talon Mountains. We are level 28, and we still have our heirloom gear on, so we're going to see what it's like to level up, obviously with heirloom gear. But what's really interesting is that if you look here and you see all these changes, we can now pretty much go almost anywhere in the old world. Well, once we hit a certain level, zones still require a base level, but once you hit that base level, you're good to go up until level 60, and all the mobs will level up with you. So if you're level 28, then all the enemies are level 28. If you're level 50, all the enemies are level 50, and the quests follow the same rules. So what does this do? What is leveling up actually like? We turned that quest in, and we got a little bit of experience. It's going to be interesting to see how much slower is leveling now, because there's a couple things to consider. The fact that enemies now scale with you makes them automatically a little bit more of a challenge, you know, as you go through, but that also means that you're always getting experience, which is nice. But from what I understand, enemies have been buffed and heirlooms have been nerfed, so it should take a little bit longer. That guy knocked me back like a mile. That was crazy. But, you know, that guy wasn't too bad, so we're going to fight this guy now that we've kind of exhausted our cooldowns, obviously. And, yeah, that's not so bad. So, obviously, this is level 28. So, whoop, hey, guy, you want to join the party? All right, oops, let me get the target right. This is obviously level 28, you know, so I can't speak for all the experience. You know, obviously, level 1, level 10, level 50 might be different, and obviously this goes up to level, like, these main changes. I don't think there are any changes past level 90, but there might be. They may have changed everything. I'm not really fully sure. So if you know, let me know in the comments below. But this is around this level. That wasn't so bad fighting those two guys. But from what I've been reading and hearing people talk, it's insanely difficult now. Like, this is like the most only for hardcore, you know, fans. But you know, we've turned in 2 quests, killed a couple enemies, and we've already gotten a good chunk of experience on our bar. So first impressions, I mean, we still got some more work to do, but first impressions, it's not too bad. See, now we're taking on 2 enemies here, and it's, you know, he went down pretty easy. We're just following our base rotation, you know. It's not, I mean, it's definitely slower, because before, like, it was like 1 hit and these guys were dead. But that, you know, that was really fast. It wasn't necessarily fun. It was easy. It was convenient. Oh, what's this? Alright, I'm glad I looked up, because I had no idea what was going on. Alright, where am I? What the heck is going on? Oh, okay. There I am. This is weird. Am I fighting these guys? Hang on a second. Okay, yeah, he's dying. He's dying. Okay, he's gone. Oh, there's another one. This is kind of hard for me to see, because I don't really know what's going on right now. Alright, there's another one. I guess we should take out these guys. What are we up in a blimp or something? Alright, now we can destroy this thing. Alright, I'm there, but I'm not exactly moving, so this is kind of weird. Alright, whatever, we got it. Alright, it's gonna crash down now. That was kind of neat. I'm glad I looked up, because I'm surprised I didn't, like, run around trying to hunt that thing down. I just happened to look up, and there it was. Oh, and there you go. We just fought those 3 guys, and we killed that thing. It wasn't too bad. It is a little bit slower. To the degree that I mean, like I said, the crazy reactions that I've seen from some folks, I mean, so far it's not that bad. I mean, not trying to invalidate anybody's opinions or anything, but you know, like I said, of course you really can't go by what you hear on the forums either. The forums are a mess, and people on there tend to overreact to everything that ever happens in this game. But so far, so good. We are now 56% into the level. I didn't really pay attention to where we were when we started, but this doesn't seem like too bad of a pace at all. Like I said, you know, up until now, for the longest time, leveling has been, you know, really fast. Which is not a bad thing, especially when you're leveling your 10th character. It's kind of nice. But you're one-shotting enemies. You're not even using your rotation. You just fly through it like it's nothing. And while that might be convenient, and while, you know, if you're just trying to get to endgame, that might be okay. You know, when you look at, you know, what is it really a good game? And if it's not, and, you know, it's not really a good game because it's fast and we're just trying to blow through it, well, why have it in there in the first place? You know, why not just, you know, remove it? And I think that's we don't want to remove it. We want to make leveling a part of the game. So why not fix it? Why not make it more fun? Why not make it more challenging? Why not make it more of a video game instead of just a quick romp through? It's a time waster otherwise. So at least in this case, you get to play a game. You know, so I don't see this as a problem at all. I think this is a good thing. So let's see. We can turn this in. We're getting 9,000 experience now. It's a lot better than 5,000. Look at that. That's a good chunk of experience for one quest. That took me from 56 to 71%. What is the problem here? Like, I mean, yeah, and I know whoops. Probably shouldn't have done that. Okay, we're fine. We better heal up, though. I know I've got heirloom gear on, but, you know, if you're leveling up alts, you probably do, too. Does it change? Is there, like, a point where it gets really hard? Like, is it, like, sucky at, like, level 50 or something? We'll find out as we level through this series. We'll keep going and see. But so far, I can't imagine it being too much worse lower than level 28. So let's fight this guy. This is more of a challenging guy. We do have some help here, though. He's going down. He's going down slower, but he's still going down. You know, I'm actually using my rotation, which for me is a macro, so, you know, it's the same thing anyways. But look, my health ain't dropping. I'm not dropping. It's fine. What's the big deal? I don't know, guys. I don't think this is bad at all. This is actually pretty fun. I thought he was a bad guy. No, he's a good guy. He's helping me. Okay, so we got to kill 20 of those guys. All right, that's fine. We got to go up here too, I think. Is there something up here? Maybe not. Nope, we got to get that later. Okay, I think I remember. It's been so long since I've been to Stone Town. And of course, as you guys know, I never read quest text. But, whoop, sorry, the camera kind of crazy there. Okay, we'll keep going and killing the guys, and we'll figure out what the other bit is, too. Okay, here's a bunch of guys. These are probably even weaker than that one guy, so look. Alright, look. See? Dropping like flies. Dropping like flies. Not even a problem. It's a non-issue, right? Not a big deal. And then what's cool is, I need to pay attention to the gear as we level up. I wonder if, since quests now scale, does the gear that you get, the quest rewards, I imagine they scale too, which means that you're always getting equipment, and of course if you have heirlooms, then those are always scaling with you anyways. You know, so far, there you go, he's down. Look at this, we've already got almost 6 of these guys now. Okay, he went down easy. Yeah, I don't know. I think that if you are too casual for this, then you probably don't need to be playing this game at all, or any game for that matter. If this is too hardcore for you, casual. If you're I'm a casual player. I don't even have a raid team right now. I play this game casually. This is not a problem. This is a non-issue. If this represents what it's like overall. Now, like I said, I'd like to hear. Obviously, you guys can comment if you're leveling up right now. If you're at a different point, maybe it's harder. I would love to hear about that. So, you know, feel free to leave comments. You know, let me know what you guys think. Is this more difficult? Is it more difficult later? You know, am I missing something here? Or are people just overreacting because that's what people do, because people hate everything, and some people can never be happy? I don't know. You know, like, you know, it's weird because, like, you know, like, I don't want to be one of those people that says, oh, people claim they want legacy servers, but then this happens and they freak out. I don't necessarily think that's the case. I think what a lot of people forget is, like, people are so binary. You know, like, they think that everybody that's not them is everyone, like, represents everyone else. Like, and what I mean by that is, people assume that the people that are complaining now about these changes are the same people that want WoW legacy servers. That's not necessarily the case, guys. There are probably a lot of people who are complaining about this who don't want WoW legacy servers. They want WoW to be a effortless romp that just, I don't know what they want. Like, they just want WoW to be a casual paradise that has no challenge to it whatsoever. At least when it comes to leveling, you know, and they may not want WoW Legacy. So I wouldn't necessarily say that it's the same people, and I'm not saying that anybody is wrong either, but if the perception is that WoW Legacy server should be the hardcore game and WoW Current, or, you know, whatever the current WoW is, the one we've been playing, the Battle for Azeroth and Legion, if that should be the casual game, I don't think that's the case at all. I judge both games separately, you know, and so I think that both games should be quality video games for different reasons, and you know, so I don't necessarily think that just because one game is going to be harder, or we have our legacy servers, WoW should be easy and, you know, casual or quick. I don't even like using the word casual because I'm a casual player, but I still want challenge in my game. I want to have fun playing the game and not just mindlessly bashing away up to level 100. You know, if that's what we're going to do, then I think we should just remove leveling outright. You know, or learn how to make money and buy $60 or, you know, with your gold, buy WoW tokens and you know, turn those into you know, Blizzard bucks and go buy yourself a boost if you don't want to level up. That's your solution right there. If you don't want to play the game, or if you don't want to play the game, don't play the game. Go do something else with your time. I mean, I'm not trying to be mean, but I think at some point, like, it's just a little ridiculous, you know. Like, I am a 30-something guy who's getting married, and I still think video games should be challenging. So don't sit there and tell me that, oh, I have a family, I should be able to just fly through this game. I don't buy that crap. Video games are supposed to be a game. It's supposed to be fun and challenging. You know, I don't subscribe to that idea at all. So I'm kind of like doing this now, looking at my XP bar, doing these quests. It's kind of ticking me off that people reacted so harshly, because I don't see this as a big deal at all. I see this as an improvement, and even if you don't think of it as an improvement, it's so minor. Like, it's so just a little bit slower. like I'm almost leveled up. You know, we've been playing now for, I don't know, it's been about 12 minutes. And we're about to get a level. I mean, it's, you know, but of course I've been dorking around too, like I am right now, trying to figure out where this key goes. It doesn't go here. I don't think it goes here. Okay, we'll keep going. What does that key do? There must be two different keys. I'm confused. Maybe there are some other cages. There's a cage. I bet it goes there. Yeah, I bet it goes there. Okay. Pardon me as I figure my crap out. You know, but I will say too, I don't think that leveling, you know, I'm not trying to crap on anybody's opinion or whatever. You know, I understand people like to play games who don't have as much time. I'm not saying that you're awful or that you're wrong. I don't know. I just disagree with that way of thinking. And I don't think this is going to ruin your experience if you don't have as much time. I think that, I mean, it's not that much slower, man. Like, but at the same time, okay, does this key work for this one? No, it does not. That must require a completely different key. Okay. I do understand that, you know, if we're comparing Legacy to Current, I don't think that Current WoW should be as slow leveling as Legacy was, for a couple reasons. And I think one of those is because, number one, Current WoW is almost double the levels that Legacy was. Like, Vanilla WoW had 60 levels. 60 was your level cap. When Battle for Azeroth comes out, we're gonna have 120 levels. I think that's too. It's we need to consider scaling back the levels. I think, if anything, because 120 is a lot. That's a huge amount of levels. And I don't know how you do that, but I still think that may be something. Like, we can't. What are we gonna do? 200 levels? You know, is that where we're heading? Because, good lord. But you still want to have leveling in your game, so I don't know, like, but if you're gonna have, you know, twice as many levels needed, then you can't have leveling be just as slow, because then people are gonna take forever to get to end game. It's gonna suck. Leveling an alt would be a nightmare at that point. So you need to speed it up a little bit, and, you know, if you're going to have repetitive gameplay, then it's definitely good to have a way to speed it up some, I think. That's what heirlooms are partially for, I think so. And I also think that maybe over a while, maybe, you know, lowering the amount of experience that you need to get to the next level is a good idea. As long as it's not ridiculous, like it still needs to be viable, but I think you can go down to a certain point. So that way it's not too grindy. I mean, you know, it takes you so long, some people just aren't gonna do it. They're gonna lose interest. So there is some truth to what people are saying, but I just don't feel like this is that bad. Personally, I don't know. Of course, I haven't experienced dungeons yet, so I don't know how that's gonna go. You know, I don't know. It just doesn't seem like it's that terrible. Maybe people don't have heirlooms. I have no idea. Okay, what's this? Oh, this is that one quest. Now here's a test, because I know this is a group quest. Recommends 2 people. Okay. Now I do have a little bit of a posse here from that other quest, but we're gonna go kill this fish. I remember this quest very well. And if this change is too steep, then I shouldn't be able to kill this guy, because I know for a fact that before I could just incinerate this guy in no time. So let's see if I can actually do this quest. If I can't, then maybe the changes are a little bit more steep. But well, he is hitting me pretty hard, but so am I. I've already got his health down to, whoa, what's he doing? Did he eat one of my subordinates? Maybe if he, I don't know, maybe having these guys is making this easy, but this guy's done. He is empty. He is finished. He did hit me hard. I almost, like, I was about halfway down my health. That was the most health I had lost. How can we, okay, aquatic form. That's the most health I've lost so far, but I was able to do a 2-man quest. A group quest, if you will. Those still exist every now and then, and I was able to do that. So again, I don't think this ain't that bad. It might add a little bit more. I mean, overall, like leveling a brand new character, there might be a few more hours added on, but I don't. Or maybe, okay, maybe this. Someone tell me. Since the patch came out and people started talking, have there been some changes made? Perhaps have they hotfixed some things that I don't know about? Like I said, I don't fully know, you know, what all they've done. I just don't know. This is fun. This is cool. This is a lot better than the other ones. I'm running around Stone Talon Mountains, just, you know, questing. I'm actually questing and fighting things, doing my rotation. You know, I'm actually getting combo points up, and like I was like killing enemies before I even got 3 combo points before, and now I'm like actually using up my combo points just to kill a guy. All right, we're about to level up, so I feel like I probably would have leveled up maybe once by now, at least, maybe even twice. So it is it is definitely a little bit slower for sure. Like I said though, I can keep going on and on about it, but oh, we can free this person now. But I just don't feel like it's that bad. It's just not that bad, in my opinion. So I don't know. Maybe the biggest complaint is, like, you know, people want to get to end game, and if you're a new player, you want to catch up to your friends. If you are a leveling and alt, you just want to get to end game as fast as possible. You know, I think most people probably fit under that category. They want to get to the end game as quickly as possible. So if you slow it down from what it was, I can see where that's like, oh, that's not what I want at all. I want it to be, you know, I want to get to the end game as quickly as possible. I don't want to waste my time doing this. And I guess I can see that. I think there's more that they can do with leveling. And I think that one of the things, the main thing, like, this is fine. Slowing it down a little bit, making it a little bit more of a game, a little bit more of a challenge, you know, having to actually worry about your health a little bit, actually having to do your rotation to kill enemies. Look at that, we leveled up. Level 29. Going to turn this quest in, we get some upgrades. Look at that. We're already 20% into the next level with just 2 quests. Okay. Now we're going to pick up all these up. Wow, there are tons of quests now. Anyways, so, you know, slowing it down, scaling it is nice. I think it's a good start. I think there's more that can be done, though. And I think that, in my opinion, I think what might help is to somehow find a way to connect leveling to the end game, not necessarily through the story, but through something that you're doing through leveling also contributes to what you're doing at end game. I don't fully know what that can be, but maybe through questing and through dungeons, you know, or while you're leveling, doing all these other things, you can acquire certain things that can then contribute to your in-game, you know, experience. Look at that, we got another upgrade. Cool. So that way, leveling isn't just leveling up, so that you can experience the game that they're focusing on now, and the game that everybody else is playing. Final Fantasy kind of did this. If you've ever played Final Fantasy 14, I actually play that game alongside this game, you know, from time to time. I've never really made videos for it, but I am subscribed to it right now, actually, and I've been playing it quite a bit. It's a lot of fun, and it's kind of changed now since they've added expansions, but I don't think it's like it was. But in the vanilla game, or the vanilla Realm Reborn version of the game, not the actual vanilla game, you could get currency that mattered later on. And so other people who were higher level than you would come help you, and you could team up together because they also wanted to come get that currency. And so it was nice because not only did it make you feel like what you were doing at lower levels mattered, it also encouraged higher level people to come play with lower level people. I think that WoW still lacks that a little bit. They've got the scaling down a little bit better. Because now people can, you know, it does help a little bit, but you're still missing something to connect capped characters to non-capped characters. And I think that might help fix this problem. Because even though leveling is more fun now, it's still irrelevant to the overall, you know, purpose of your character. And I know purpose is dependent on each individual person who's playing. Some people, their purpose is just to level up, and that's what their purpose is. So I'm not saying your purpose, but I'm saying the game's focus. WoW is built around getting to cap and raiding, or PvPing, or whatever. That's kind of the game is kind of bottlenecked that way. You know, I know that people can say, well, maybe your purpose is to make money, and maybe your purpose is to this and you know, or whatever. I get that. But generally speaking, the game is designed around you leveling up your character and getting to cap and then raiding, you know, or PvP, you know. And so if that's the way it is, then what could really go a long way, all right, we got to get up there. And I'm going this way, and I'm telling myself that I shouldn't be going this way. I already kind of know, and I want to keep going just because I might be wrong, but we'll see. I don't know. But I gotta get up there, I think. And I think the path might be over here, but it might not. It's either over here or I'm going the wrong way. I can't remember. So what I think could work, maybe, and I could be wrong, I'm just an opinion. I think that having something that you can earn while you're leveling and while you're doing dungeons, leveling up, to then matter it in-game could go a long way. And yeah, see, we went the wrong way. Look. On the map, there's these little dots. That tells me where I need to go. Right there. I should have looked. I should have looked at my map. That's what I should have done, but I was in the middle of talking. Because I do that. But, whether it's like, okay, say, for example, it's, we bring back badges. You know, badges of valor. Every time you do a quest, you get gold, you get sometimes a piece of gear, and you also get some badges. Not as many badges as you'll get at in-game, but you'll get some. And then you do a dungeon and you get a few badges. And as you level up, you keep acquiring more and more badges. And then you can use those badges in-game to buy some gear to get you started. And then you can increase those badges with each patch, so that way you're always catching up. If you're leveling up and you're behind, you can get those badges and get you some gear to get you started. Or something like that. So that way it doesn't feel like an entire waste of your time. You know, if you're just trying to level up a character to have a character at max level, you don't care about lore, you don't care about leveling, you just, you know, you've been playing a paladin and you want to play a druid, but you don't have a druid, so you got to level up a druid, and oh god, I got to go through all this crap, I don't want to do this, I just want a max level druid, and I don't have the money to buy the boost, okay? Those people exist, and I think a way that you can kind of ease their suffering, if you will, is to add something like that in. Or maybe add some, like, you can buy transmog gear, you know, rather than having to farm it. If you do these quests, you get these tokens, there's a vendor, you can buy some transmog gear, something to make it a little bit more worth it for your overall account, your character that's leveling, something more than what it is right now, which is just old content. Because even though it's more fun now, and I'm having fun doing this, but like I said, I like leveling, it's still old content, and and the more you do it, the less enjoyable it's going to be, and the more it's going to be like, oh, you know, I got to do this. So I think the next step is to find a way to make it more relevant. In my opinion, ideally, this game benefits when you can have high-level characters revisit. It's an MMO, so backtracking in an MMO is fine because it's a world, it's an open world, and having the entire world continuously be relevant is an important part of that. And so, you know, it's like now being able to do these dungeons. You know, you don't leave. If you go past level 30, it doesn't. You can still do Dead Mines, for example, or Ragefire Chasm, or whatever. You can still do those. It's still going to get you plenty of experience. You know, so that's nice. But, you know, having something to make things more relevant for much longer, even at end game, in my opinion, would be really nice. Do I think that we should be still farming Warlords of Draenor raids to get the highest level gear when we're in Legion? No, absolutely not. I don't think that we should be doing Azeroth quests to get max XP at level 110. No, I think we should be pushed on to the next level of content to have more efficient gains. So that encourages people to experience the newest stuff. But that doesn't mean that the old stuff can't still have some relevance to the player. And I think that will help improve the game overall when you're leveling up. So that's just my opinion. I hope that you guys enjoy this video. We're going to keep exploring the leveling experience and see what it's like as we continue on. We'll figure out how voting is going to work as well, because now with the changes, we can go just about everywhere. The higher levels we go, we have even more options. So it's a lot less linear now, which is also kind of nice. But we'll figure that out as we go. I would love to hear your guys' comments on the leveling or on whatever. Of course, if you have any suggestions of what you'd like to see me do in the game when it comes to WoW or other games, I would love to hear about it, you guys. So I really appreciate you guys watching this video. Thank you guys so much. If you enjoyed this video, let me know by hitting that like button. And feel free to share it with your friends so they can enjoy it as well. You can also subscribe to the channel and follow me on Twitter at TheKephas to be notified as soon as new videos are posted. Thanks for watching, have a wonderful day, this is Kephas, until next time.